Books can be really interesting, but not all of them are. Sometimes when I'm reading, I'll fold the corners of the pages if there's a line or something important that I want to remember. I have some books on my shelves where almost every page is folded like that, because there are so many great thoughts scattered throughout. On the other hand, there are some books where I haven't folded a single page. Take Nietzsche, for example. In Beyond Good and Evil, there were lots of folded pages. It's a great book, and Nietzsche was quite the character. He made one of the most arrogant statements about himself as an author, which is pretty impressive. He said, "I can write in a sentence what it takes other people a book to write." And then he added, "No, they know that they can't even write in a book." That's pretty bold, right? But reading a book like Beyond Good and Evil is tough, because every sentence is a deep thought. It's like constantly getting punched. You read something and don't quite get it, and it feels like a blow to your intellect. And then once in a while, you come across something you do understand, and that's a whole other kind of punch, because it challenges your existing beliefs. It takes a long time to get through a book like that because you have to really think about it. And that's not always pleasant, because when you think, you realize that some of what you believed was wrong. It's like having to redraw your mental map of the world, and that's a difficult process. People don't like to think too much, which is why they try to avoid reading challenging books. But in the end, it's worth it because these books force you to confront new ideas and grow as a person. They make you question. But what if I told you one of the greatest reasons why arguing is for weak people? Yes, that's what Nietzsche said. In The Twilight of the Idols, Nietzsche challenges the very essence of philosophical tradition. Imagine a world where arguments are deemed tools of the weak, where reason reigns supreme, and where the great Socrates, rather than hailed as a beacon of wisdom, is viewed as a harbinger of cultural decline. Nietzsche's scrutiny of Socrates doesn't merely question the foundations of philosophy, but rattles the very core of Western thought. Picture Socrates, the relentless gadfly of Athens, buzzing around the powerful and influential, questioning their beliefs and convictions. In his pursuit of truth, Socrates exposes the fragility of their reasoning, often leading them to confront the emptiness of their convictions. But why does Nietzsche find fault with Socrates? It's not merely a critique of an individual, but a condemnation of an entire cultural shift. Nietzsche argues that Socrates ushered in an era where reason became paramount, where every action needed justification, and where the essence of being was overshadowed by the pursuit of rationality. In Nietzsche's eyes, the pre-Socratic Greeks embodied a spirit of strength and assertion, where actions spoke louder than words, and conviction trumped reason. The dialogue between Athenian emissaries and the people of Melos during the Peloponnesian War epitomizes this ethos. There, power dictated action and justification was unnecessary for the strong. But with the rise of Socratic philosophy, Nietzsche sees a decline, a surrender of strength to the tyranny of reason. Even in the arts, we see echoes of this shift as playwrights like Euripides prioritize intelligibility over the raw, unfiltered essence of existence. For Nietzsche, this obsession with rationalization is symptomatic of a culture in decay, where doubt creeps in, and the pursuit of truth becomes a burden rather than a liberation. He challenges us to reconsider the very nature of existence, to embrace instinct over intellect, and to find strength in action rather than justification. So, as we navigate Nietzsche's critique of Socrates and the philosophical landscape he represents, let's remember that sometimes it's not about finding reasons. It's about embracing the instinctual, the primal, and the unapologetically human. Nietzsche's exploration of the human condition takes us to the heart of our instinctual drives and the philosophical battleground where reason clashes with primal urges. In a world devoid of justification, where the raw forces of nature reign supreme, the philosopher grapples with the unbearable weight of existence. Imagine the lion, majestic and unyielding, embodying pure instinct as it hunts its prey without pause for reflection. In the animal kingdom, questions of right and wrong are non-existent, replaced by the simple pursuit of survival and dominance. Nietzsche challenges us to consider whether, in our relentless quest for reasons, we devalue the very essence of existence. The ancient Greeks, with their ethos of strength and assertion, embodied a morality rooted in power and self-assuredness. Yet with the rise of Socrates, a shift occurred, a surrender to the tyranny of reason, where the philosopher became the gadfly questioning the established order. Socrates, with his unassuming origins and relentless questioning, represented a challenge to the noble Athenians of his time. He wielded dialectics not as a tool of the strong, but as a weapon of the weak, undermining the foundations of traditional morality and authority. Through Socrates, Nietzsche sees the emergence of a slave morality, a revolt against the virtues of strength and assertion, born out of resentment and envy. The once proud Greeks, he argues, relinquished their power to abstract principles, outsourcing their morality to the realm of reason. In the dialogue between Athenian emissaries and the people of Melos, we witness the clash of these moralities. The Athenians, driven by the pursuit of power, assert their dominance without the need for justification, while the Melians, rooted in their own sense of rightness, face annihilation. For Nietzsche, the reliance on dialectics is a symptom of cultural decay, a surrender to doubt and insecurity. In a world where everything must be justified, the philosopher becomes the annoying child, perpetually questioning, until met with the exasperated response of "because I say so." Socrates, the relentless questioner, paid the ultimate price for his refusal to accept the status quo. Accused of corrupting the youth and challenging the prevailing culture of Athens, he met his end as a martyr, his method of questioning becoming the hallmark of philosophical practice. But Socrates was just the beginning. His mission to seek reasons and justifications outside of human experience continued through the annals of philosophy. Plato found the good in the realm of ideas, Christianity in God's kingdom, Kant in the categorical imperative, and Schopenhauer in the will. These philosophers and religions, like Socrates, sought the good elsewhere, unable to find strength within themselves to become their own value creators. They too resembled the weak Melians, suffering what they must rather than asserting their own strength. Nietzsche, however, proposed a radical departure from this paradigm, a return to the Greek ideal of strength and self-assertion. He challenged us to surpass even the Greeks, to find our strength within and become the creators of our own values. But can we truly achieve such a feat? Are we not too far removed, both in time and temperament, from the ancient Greeks? Nietzsche wrestled with this question, recognizing the enormity of the task before us. For Nietzsche, the death of God symbolized the collapse of traditional values, leaving humanity with the daunting task of creating something new. It falls upon the Übermensch, the free spirits of the future, to forge a new morality, a morality of strength that rejects external standards and embraces self-authority. This morality dares to be itself beyond the confines of good and evil, rejecting the pettiness of argumentation and standing tall on its own authority. It is a morality that draws its power from within, unshackled by external rules or justifications. In Nietzsche's vision, this morality represents the pinnacle of human achievement, ushering in a new era where individuals become the masters of their own destiny, forging their values from the depths of their own being. It is a vision that beckons us to rise above the constraints of the past and embrace the boundless potential of the future. That marks the end. What are your thoughts on Nietzsche's critique of Socrates and the role of reason in shaping our understanding of morality? Do you agree that the pursuit of justification can sometimes lead to a devaluation of existence? Share your insights in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, keep questioning or don't.